for it? I'm fine. It's fine.
We live now.
All right.
Whew. Hey,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm
We
good.
are here tonight. We are here tonight in Big Mouth Podcast, and we're winding down. Going to double merger. We got I'm Pavani J, CEO, Celebrity PR, and to the left of me I got
This is Jacob Anderson II, aka King Jacob, CEO of Canara Media, Canara Music Management, COO of Exquisite PR Firm, executive media reporter for Access Magazine, along with the motivational speaking and along with a lot of other things. Welcome to the show. And I would definitely like for you to introduce yourself to the audience so they can get familiar with who you are, please.
Hello, and thank you for allowing me to come on tonight. Thank you guys for that. So my name is Clarice J. I'm a singer, a songwriter. I saw you had model on there. I'm not a model. I just try to take the right promo pictures to bring everything together full circle. But mostly singer, songwriter. That's the main thing.
Well, the reason I put that in there, I've been in this business for a long time. And so with the singing and the songwriting, the model and the acting comes. And so showmanship, charm, pizzazz on stage, you have to model that. And you have to definitely give your fans a display of action. So that's why the modeling and the acting goes with the singing and the songwriting, along with your, you know, your performance, the style and showmanship. So all that's intertwined together. So that's why I always put that in, because it's every singer, they definitely most singers I know have done stage plays.
Mm-hmm.
Some have went to Broadway. So it goes together, So that's why I tell all singers singers and songwriters when I interview them, they're like, well, why you put that? And so I just broke down the narrative to you on why I do put that.
Okay. I didn't know.
Make sense?
I get it. I do.
Okay, great. Okay, so we'll just get into your journey, and I'm gonna turn it back over to Pavani J, Miss Celebrity PR. She'll definitely get into your journey, and it's gonna be interesting because she is a PR, so her questions might be a little bit different than mine. So back to
definitely
you,
different
Pavani.
than his. Definitely different than his. We ain't gonna pay.
Okay. All right, let's do it with whatever questions it is. I'm here for it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm a lot more refreshing than him is what I was trying to say. So how did you get started?
So I started singing in church, and then I went to Columbia College. And there it's like I had experience with show choir tunes, and they have Columbia College Chorale and gospel choir. So I don't know. I think so. Right before college, my dad passed away. I was about 19, and I started writing poetry just kind of as a release. And so by the time I got to my freshman year at Columbia College, it was like I had been writing poetry, and then like it was a different experience as far as music, and it kind of gave me a push. And so that's when I felt like I could write. and so write for myself or just put it to music. And so that's when it started as far as the path to being an artist. But I was always singing in church, grew up in church.
So when you so basically you started writing for releasing your grief.
Right. It was a good way to release my grief. And I don't know, it's like when my father passed away, it kind of took the lid off of all my emotions. Some emotions that I really hadn't addressed yet. And so it was a good way to kind of control how I got something out. Because you can release stuff, but it could be in an unhealthy way or it could be without structure. So writing was a way to put it on paper and get it out in a healthy way.
Okay, so do you remember the first thing you wrote?
I remember the first thing I wrote as far as music, it was a song called Complete. Because when I started writing, the church I was going to, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't have my thing charged up. So let me do this. But I remember the first thing I wrote. That is probably, if you want to give a lesson, tell the people have their stuff charged up first. Don't be like me. I'm pretty sure they need to have their stuff charged up beforehand. So I'm an example of what not to do. So
she's so funny. You so funny.
She is, girl. Stop. We done seen worse.
Oh my God, you're so funny. Yeah, but before you,
we're all right.
Before you continue, I just want to say I'm very familiar with Columbia College. I got a couple cousins that's graduated from there, so I'm familiar with their process.
Yeah, before it's changed. It used to be an all-girls school. They just recently stopped that.
Really?
Yeah.
So when did they cross it over to, like, is it a unisex school now where anybody can go?
So wow, I think it was a funding issue because they even, they were known for dance, theater, and education. A lot of teachers go there, but some of the programs they have changed.
And a lot of people that study psychology go there.
Right.
Because my cousin Keisha studied psychology, and she's a psychologist for Army veterans. So that's what she went to school at. So a lot of her colleagues went into the psychology field, whether it be military psychology, child psychology, or whether it be athletic psychology. Like a lot of them went into school for psychology. So I'm familiar with Columbia College, but I didn't know that it turned into a unisex school. I didn't know that.
That's just happened this year. It's I know they sent us like newsletters and stuff like that. And so that happened this year. But when I was going there, I graduated in 2007. When I was going there, they would let guys come at night. And it was a lot of people that that's from the military that would come at night, but they just recently made it unisex, like you were saying.
That's interesting because I know from a lot of the school, education programs and the grant money, just like I think is it Converse College? I think that's all girls school as well.
Is it still?
I don't know if it's still, but I know it was, and I know they got a lot of funding and and stuff like that. So, but I know it was a lot of people interested in knowing why it wasn't unisex, but that's the way it had been for years. So I didn't ever question it, man. But did I think it would probably turn into unisex one day? I didn't know which day that was, but you say it has. So it's very interesting though. Because that was one of the most prestigious girls, female universities in South Carolina. So, so it's very interesting why it turned into unisex. So,
right. It like you said, it was known for that, but I think once the program started, that's when some of the funding started changing. So I guess to get the funding back up, that was the only thing they could do. So yeah.
Well, maybe since it is a Christian college, Christian alumni college, maybe to turn it into unisex, and maybe they got more funding from the Christian Pastoral Board. You know what I mean?
I don't even think this is faith-based as it was. When I was going there, it was mandatory. They made us go to chapel every Tuesday, I think it was. And I think somebody who was going there told me that they had even stopped that. They weren't doing all of the stuff that we had to do that was mandatory. They didn't do that. They weren't even doing that stuff anymore.
Well, but maybe they don't make the students do it anymore, but for it to turn unisex, there's probably a lot of funding they can get to the Christian Pastoral Male Society from that organization. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you know when it comes to those those pastor coalitions and you know those, they big. When I tell you they big, talking about funding, and that that pastor coalition I'm talking about is a 501c13, so it is a nonprofit. So there's money out the yin yang for nonprofits, and what we don't know as Black people, there's about $595 million per year for minority nonprofits. And the minority nonprofits, when it comes to the Blacks, the Hispanics, you know, the Puerto Ricans, the Trinidadians, the Cubans, all these American-based minorities, we only pull out about $150 million a year. And so the rest of that money goes into the Federal Reserve. And the most time they'll burn it. You know what I mean? So we don't pull out the resources that we need to really, because it's money that they have set aside for only 501c13s. So with that being said, you know, there's some money that you can get to, you know, but we'll get more to that a little bit later on. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's continue with your first song, Complete. Let's talk about.
We gonna segue back to that. I was like, oh Lord, we done got far away. But
oh yeah. But it's
complete. Like you twirl that thing on around real good. I was like,
oh yeah, this, hey baby girl, this is what I do. I'm better than anybody you ever met on the Breakfast Club, and that's facts.
Listen, I was like, okay, we done went from Columbia College to money, and let me talk about Complete before I get us back down the other avenue for the fun.
I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
Let this our pause to talk about Complete, because we do want information. That's one of our issues. Is I'm not gonna say our issue, but sometimes we don't have the information in our communities for.
Baby girl, it's an issue. It's a major issue, but let's talk about Complete, and then we'll get back to that.
Thank you. We had a light. We stopped at the light to talk about Complete. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Complete was the first song. The musician at my church, I was asked to sing at a wedding. It was a wedding with like one of my classmates from elementary school. She was getting married. And he was like, you shouldn't go there and sing somebody else's song. You need to sing your own song. And I was like, well, I don't got my own song right now. Write one. So that was the first song. It was called Complete, but the chorus was just saying how I wrote it like I thought she might feel towards her husband.
Sang some of it. Sang some.
Now, that part, I remember the chorus was like, it said something like, you make me feel complete. It was real simple. It wasn't too much going on. I didn't know anything about like engineering, production, all that stuff. So he just threw me out there.
But CJ, let me stop you right there. You said you didn't know about the engineering and the production and stuff like that. But that's what makes it so raw, rugged, uncut, and so real.
It was raw.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Music is missing the realness, the raw, the uncut.
Well, even when they take uncut
you need
stuff,
a PR, honey.
I need a lie. Even when they take raw, uncut stuff now, they mix it so much until it's kind of like they add, I call it theatrics or whatever, but they might just call it some extra sound effects. I don't know exactly what terms, because everybody talks different in interviews, and I'm not a person that engineering is not my lane.
Keep it real on this show, please. Keep it real. Say what it is.
Yeah. Now anybody like these young kids, they could make you a song like that. They got all these different apps on any phone. It's not just an iPhone, so any app, and you could make a song like that. They could take us having this conversation and put a beat behind it, and next thing it'll be saying wrong avenue, and it'll be saying I like it raw and uncut, and they'll mix that together, and before you know it, we on a trap beat.
Yep.
So
swinging.
So CJ, let me tell you a little about me and the homies back in the day. Okay, you know, we country boys, right? So, the buckets that our grandpops and our pops used to feed the dogs in. Yeah. We wash them buckets out, sit them buckets up, get us some sticks about like that, and get us some old pans to beat on, and we make whole songs, because those it's just like a lot of instruments of percussion. So when I say rugged and raw, I'm like how Tyrese would tell people to stop the music, and he just going a cappella in those raw vocals. So a lot of the studio sound is good, but you can tell the artists that got raw vocals. Like you can tell like Tyrese got the raw vocals. You can tell like Anthony got the raw vocals. You can tell the music to stop when you got a Dave Hollister song. You can tell the music to stop when you got my baby girl Jennifer Hudson breaking it down. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? My baby girl Jennifer Hudson breaking it down. So, but yeah, I love some J Hud. Oh my God, listen.
When you said about the buckets and the pots and things, so that's like DC with that go-go.
Yeah.
And even in Louisiana, when you go, it's kids on the side of the on the corner, like playing a horn. And so just the history of music, because so many, I guess it depends on where you're at. And I know like in Louisiana, that's their hustle. They out there making money.
Right.
But a lot of kids are so stuck on these tablets and or my phone, tablet, whatever the case is. And they don't have the raw rugged. They have whatever computer sound it is. They don't know the history behind it. They have no clue. Like that's the start of a lot of things is. So something they might be using for a sample probably started on a bucket or.
You're right. Our teacher in school used to, like at lunchtime or something, man, they when we've already did the lesson plan for the day, they would used to let us beat on the desks and somebody be rapping, somebody be singing, and somebody be humming, and we just groove it, and they like, oh my, like so like the sounds that you make up, just like when you got your homeboy that know how to beatbox, and you got a homeboy know how to rap, and your homegirl coming there singing, and then you had your other homeboy that was DJ Khaled before DJ Khaled, but y'all just have the whole school grooving at recess. And, like kids don't understand the creativity of music now is like, we made music with no instruments. We made up our own instruments. You know what I mean? And so just like you talk about go-go, I lived in DC for a very, very long time. And so I used to go to a lot of go-go shows, they just be out in the park jamming and somebody on the grill and another person over there with the young girls double dutching, and so like I just feel like America has forgotten how much fun music could really be. Don't get it wrong. If you talented, you can make money at it. But as far as when it's these events that we used to have for the children, so the children will really understand music gives you the good vibes, and music gives you that positive light that can take you to the next level. So, we definitely got to get back to that. We definitely got to get back. And then with you going to Columbia College and you talking about this song Complete. So let's get back to that. Let's get back to that. So with this song Complete, yeah. Oh yeah,
her shaking her head like
cause she know I am
Can't
Mr.
see.
Personality himself. She already know I'm Mr. Personality. So anyway, we're gonna get back to
I've been
that.
watching these
So
glasses for 15 minutes.
that's that complete song. Do you wish to do anything with it, or because I got a homeboy by the name of Big Frank, and he got a song called "I Love You," and "I Love You" is a song that he only do at weddings. He don't do it nowhere else. It's only a wedding song.
It only takes one song to make it.
And he has made so much money from this particular wedding song. I'm talking about he performed this thing all up and down the eastern of the southeast region. So and we have asked him to put this thing out nationwide. He said it ain't for the nation, it's for the married people, bro. And that's who we give it to, the married people, every time. So, but you having that song complete, and you already doing it for the person that's gonna say, "I do, I do some more." But you know what I mean. So that can be that signature wedding song for you. You know what I mean? And even with you not putting out to the nation, like I told him the other day, that signature wedding song can be the very first song that go on major motion picture soundtracks. Right. And that soundtrack money is a different type of money. Yeah, that's that reoccurring dollar.
Yes. See, people don't know. I know about all that. I just don't. I pretend I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Me pretend. I'm not gonna pretend I don't know about it, because I'm gonna tell you.
I ain't talking about with you. I know, but I mean other people.
Right.
Don't know.
Yeah. I want artists to understand that it's 13 different royalty checks you can get. You know what I mean? I want them to understand all that. I want them to understand that if this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, it can be done. But you got to master the business part of it. You know what I mean? That's why when I said that song complete, listen, man, you got all these stage plays, you got these lifetime shows, you got all type of different soundtracks this song can go on. So when you said that you were with somebody wedding, I was like, you kind of reminded me of like the 5 heartbeats. Well, why don't you sing something? Sing something.
Now,
that's what I noticed. I noticed the sister girlfriend don't mind. You don't mind opening up them vocal cords.
Oh, listen.
So
listen.
I noticed that you don't mind opening up them vocal cords. So I'm waiting to hear something. Down the line, or something that I see you standing up there, which they had with the I want to hear a little something of that thing that you got rocking on the YouTube. Because I'm gonna be beating that, because I heard it. My daughter just called me on the phone and was like, "You interviewing what?" Yeah, she watching this.
Come on, daughter.
Yeah, we got you playing out here in the Shy. She finna be playing that.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she playing you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, she's playing you right now. She's like, "Mama, for real?" I said, "Yeah, So she playing you. She got the boyfriend listening and everything.
I'm grateful.
Because you was just jamming. I'm waiting on that. I just knew he was gonna say that. I'm trying to come on.
It's dropping tonight on all streaming platforms.
Yes, it is. So I'm about to buy it.
Okay. So let's talk about your performance that you just had. When you was rocking the Furdo hat, and you was up there, with your Badu-ism going on, and with your Jill Scott going on, with your Vivian Green going on. So let's talk about your performance in that show and how that went for you. And I see the crowd was very engaged with you, so they was type of memorized. So let's talk about how that show went.
It was so good. The energy was so good. That was my first time singing Angel, my own song. I sung Erykah Badu's Next Lifetime, and then right after I sung my song Angel. And it's this part on the end of the song that says, "Self-love is the best love. I had to let go and trust love." And they started singing that thing. Like, I was like, oh, that's y'all. That's what y'all like, huh? I mean, so it's just a testament to the fact that men and women have to get that self-love. It's so important. Like when I wrote in the song and at the place, I took a songwriting class, and she has this word she would say right in the song, a grabbing part, like something that grabs the listener's attention.
Grab that thing, grab it.
And so
hold on to it tight there.
They sung that part back to me like they was rocking to it, and I'm like, okay, y'all mean it. So we all need that self-love, and that's when you get the best relationship, is when you love yourself in a healthy way. I wrote that part though because at the end of singing, they interviewed me and they asked about the song Angel. Now, for me, I wrote the song for my son. I'm a mom. My son is 7. But when I was pregnant, I wasn't happy to be having a baby because I wasn't married. It was a little ugly. I was like, I'm about to be a baby mama, and that's what, it was like, that's what you're gonna be. And so, and I've shared this before, and other ladies have shared, like, oh, I've been there too, embarrassed to have a baby because you're not even being embraced or uplifted, but you still gotta press through. And I had to learn you have to be healthy to raise a child the right way. So that self-love, I had to learn that. I'm gonna have to put my big girl drawers on, and I'm gonna have to shake off this embarrassment, this hurt, because I got a child to raise, and I have to be healthy for that child. So when I say self-love is the best love, I had to let go and trust love. I'm talking about God, because I feel like he is, my opinion or my experience, that he should be the standard for love. There's a lot of different kinds of love out here now. People love, and they got books on it, love language, and the eros love, and agape love, and there's so many different things. They break it down, flip it, all this other stuff. Ultimately, though, I believe that God needs to be the standard for healthy love. And if that ain't the standard, then you might get some other stuff that might not be healthy.
You better come on and preach.
Down a bad, and I think men go through it too. But I know as women, sometimes we take on a lot. And we label it love, and then now you having a baby, and you can't give them that what you was calling love, because you can't raise a child off of some of this stuff we dealt with in situationships or relationships. I've been in.
So, hey, listen, man.
Baby, you better tell us about that situationship.
I'm gonna say this right here. We're in the dirty South, so when you was talking about that self-love, I kind of wanted to take it to, when the preacher be preaching and the old man on the back pew that's been in the chair for about 50 years, he said, wow,
For real. For real. And I'm not from the dirty South.
Okay.
I know.
Are you from Chicago? Where are you from?
I'm from the suburbs of Chicago.
Wait, now,
as Michael Coyer would say, he didn't even know black folks live where I stay.
Oh Lord, we are everywhere. You represent.
We are everywhere, and claiming I'm from the outer skirts of Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm from Chicago. No, oh girl, please. I stayed down there for a minute. We rebuke you in the mighty name of Jesus.
Okay,
we rebuke them down there.
Okay, gotcha.
Listen, when I go down there, my kids are down there. When I go down there, I take my shoes off at that gas station on the corner.
Now, I don't know the area. I got a person there. I don't know the area.
The town small. What's their name?
So she just got married. Look,
what's her name?
Ferguson.
I probably know. Okay, so
when people would ask her, is she from Chicago? She's like, I really can't say that. I'm from Springfield. I'm like,
yeah, you girl, please don't tell nobody. Tell them you're from Chicago. Listen, I leave my shoes off. Take my shoes. I don't care if they flip-flops or brand new Jordans. I leave them at the gas station. Because the Bible say, take your shoes off wherever you at, so you don't take the land with you, so you don't have to return. Like, take your shoes off and leave them wherever you at if you don't want to go back to that dirt. I don't want to go back there. I can't stand. Ain't nothing. Look, when you get off the expressway from one end of 9th Street on South Grand all the way to the other end, it's abandoned buildings. When I go down there right now, I have to look and say, what was I doing down here? I don't know, but it was a phase in my life that I stayed there, and that was home for me. What have you? But here I am today.
So, would are you saying that there's no good people there at all? Like, let's make this clear
Oh,
now.
Well, you
I'm
said
not
it
saying
like
that.
that. No,
I'm
okay.
not saying that there's no good people there. My family's there.
Okay.
Okay,
So my
okay. I
family's there. So
just,
I'm not saying no good people are
you
there.
know,
No good people's there. It's just the land is tainted. I mean, I just don't think there's
I
no
just,
prosperity there. There's no,
I
you
just
can't.
know it's some people in some places they would tell you, I don't ever want to go back to that place. I'd be like, why, man? Like, is
No,
that
never.
bad? Like,
I don't ever. I mean, I go there.
there's
I
no
go
good
there
people
all
there.
the time. Actually,
He was like, everything good there get tainted. Everything good there, something happened to it. Everything good there.
everything,
He was like, nah,
everything.
man. Like, so it's some people that will tell you that's why they don't go back to certain places. That's why I asked you
Right.
that.
I want to
Yeah.
ask
Well,
you.
that's true. My family's there. My family's there. My family's there. But I prefer me myself. There's nothing there. There's no prosperity there. Anytime you go to McDonald's and the lady 45 at the cash register has been working there 22 years,
Oh my
the
God.
kids can't even get jobs because there's no prosperity there. There's nothing to do. The Secretary of State's building, everybody's been working there all their life. You can't get a job. It's time to move around. Like there's nothing there. There's
Mm.
nothing. Can't. There's you. What?
So okay, all the abandoned buildings. Who's
Now, what I
over?
will do is go down there and sweep the land. Now, what I will do is go down there and purchase homes,
Yeah, it should be
turn them into
easy.
something. But it would be easy, but nobody thinks like that. The process of thoughts, the thought process of people down there, I guess. Not everyone, but 85% of the people down there. The thought process. You have to get out of uh you have to get out of the thought process of poverty.
Right.
When they think that that's okay, that's not okay. That's not okay to be in poverty. You have to want to be out of poverty to want something, you know. And just because it's the land of Lincoln, that's a block and a half. That's all that is a block and a half of pavement that has bricks down where they show you the museum, and that's it. Everything else, I mean, they have nice homes by the mall, and then there's certain sectors, but for the most part, the west side of in the east side of the town is horrible. It's horrific. My
Mm.
kids there, my kids there, um, and my kids' grandmother and my sister. But outside
Mm.
my aunts and my uncles, but outside of that, what? I won't stay there, and that's by the grace of Jesus and Mary. I will never, if I could ever say never, have to stay
Mm.
there.
That's
Let
horrible.
me ask
But
you, it's no, y'all know it's all this, like you was just talking about funds that we don't know about. But, and you know, people getting into flipping stuff to Airbnb, people flipping stuff to letting one level be where they live and the bottom part maybe their business. It's nobody doing like taking even just one corner, not even the whole block, and
so,
kind of
so what she said is,
renovating.
it's no duplexes there that
Oh, just no,
that
it's
people are
lots of businesses that could be, you know what I'm saying, more than
right,
if
right.
nobody's
I
flipping.
don't even. I haven't even seen. Well, like not. Well, I don't like put my family out there. Like when I put my family does that. Like I see my uncle do it,
That's cool. I love it.
rebuild and like put people in good positions and give people jobs and stuff like that. But just the and my kid's grandmother, you know, does things she helps the community and runs the polls and she takes people in and she helps people and stuff like that and helps my kids and get them to the next level and get them out of there. And her herself would go do some other things. But and my kid's grandfather, like he runs half the city. Like, you know what I mean? But outside of that, no, I haven't seen anything. Like everybody has gold teeth.
Mm.
Um, the Caucasians are dark skinned, from the sun beaming down on them. The mixed kids dark skinned.
Okay.
White
You know
folks
what?
in the
We
building.
we gonna move forward because this place sounds like it's too horrific for me. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward.
That's an
Like this
extreme
is
word.
yeah, yeah. This is horrific.
It's just a place where look. It's just a place where it's 3 hours away from Chicago, and you would think that it was down by the bayou.
You know what? Moving forward, back to more breaking news.
Okay.
We're we're definitely going to talk about the eccentric sounds of Clarice J. So we're gonna talk about those eccentric sounds. So let's talk about the energy that you have on stage. Let's talk about what you think.
People were in the audience
It was a
that you just
small
were.
audience. It was.
Oh, it didn't look like it. It looked like you might have had about 20 or 30 people in there. The way that cameraman was holding that camera, he was awesome.
Well, yeah. I said no. The reason I said small is because that 7 Sunday thing used to be in a bigger, like I think a warehouse place, and this time it was done, so it probably was about 30 people, because like it was done like a late night show. That's the style.
No, it looked. I said 30,000.
Oh Lord Jesus! Come on and speak it forth.
Yeah. It looked like about the way the camera was. I was like, how many people she had in there? Because it really it was like a stage, and it was like you had like I was like, well, wow, we about to interview her. Did you hear me say yes? Well, I can't wait to interview you. I couldn't wait to see who you was. I was like, this Jill. I was like, she's Jill Scott. Hurry up, Jacob.
Yeah, because
I get her a lot though. That's who I get compared to pretty often.
Yeah.
Because the way you had it set up on stage is it looks like that you was out there at that type of event.
In that venue, yeah, really did. That's why I said how many people were there, because the cameraman did an awesome job. His 180 was amazing.
Shout out to 7 Sunday. They doing a late night show segment is the way they doing it. So the one I did will air on season 3 next year. Shout out to Karen Poole, who's also the other artist on, and comedian Randy Scott. Let me say Miss Randy. Y'all do comedian Randy Sky. She's from Charleston, but she live in Atlanta. All those lovely ladies, and I want to shout them out for the simple fact that we all 3 of us from the South, all 3 of us Black ladies, all 3 of us just kind of doing it on our own, getting out there, and it is not easy. So I don't know if I'll link with them again, but I want to throw it out there. Shout out to all 3 of us together, and one a comedian, both myself and the other young lady singing and writing and stuff like that. So it was very fun. It felt good. It felt like us. And when I say us, I'm talking about us that got the melanin and so I enjoyed it. It was good vibes. It was like love and music and all that good.
You're funny. You're so funny. You said it felt like us that's got the melanin. Ooh, child, as they say.
I like when it's love in the air. We having a good time and nobody ain't getting hurt.
Right. Right. When you know that there's
what?
I know what you're talking about.
As them old folks be on the porch, talking about people, and what they said. Ooh, child.
Yeah.
When you walk into that room and love is in the air. And what I hear you saying, I'm interested in. What you saying, what you feeling from what you guys had, I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I want to cast the women. PRs. And I want to do a film of PRs that connect with that unity. And if we all aren't PRs, just some women of different ethnicities that connect with that unity, where we all love without even knowing each other, just that connection that you have, and just have a good time. And just have a good time, because it's necessary. And even without, it doesn't even have to be without them, the men can be there too, because it's just fun and genuine fun without the monotony and the bullshit, the behind the scene bullshit. You know what I mean? The extra shit. That's what.
All of that there.
Right. Just the rocking out, the music, the dancing, the fun, that all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. They had a DJ there. Okay, let me do him right. Hold on, I got to get my phone because I got to say these people's name right. How they say put some respect on my name. Now I'm finna tell you because he be joking all day. Oh Lord.
Put some respect on my name. And I ain't
Right.
gonna say
And
it
that's
no
what
more.
everybody wants to respect on their name. That's what it is too. They be saying, put some respect on my name. You ain't on my name.
It was like I could have pulled up, but that ain't gangster.
Okay, Sean DJ Live. That's his name. He on Facebook. He was the DJ that night, and then they have DJ Shy sometimes because the show's it's a recurring live theme show. That's how it's promoted. So he was the DJ, and it was just fun. We went from the live singing to the DJ, and y'all, like you said, even if in the forefront is the lady PR thing or lady managers or ladies of business, however you want to word it.
However it happens, one day it's gonna happen.
And but even sometimes the men just need to sit and watch us because some of y'all men be hurting. The older I get, I realize this men is wounded.
But you know, this is what I can tell you about me working with a lot of females. Listen, man.
You piped up real quick. Let me hear what you finished.
Listen, man. When I was in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, they did a show every Wednesday called, sipping coffee. You know what I mean? And it was a female show, right? Mm-hmm. Publicists, female managers, female film directors, all type of talent there. You know what I mean? So it went good for the first 3-4 weeks. And then, a couple other ladies gained popularity by outside sources like news and media, bloggers, mm-hmm. like Miami Dolphin players, Miami Heat players, so they started gaining popularity. And I can tell you why they gained popularity, because outside the event every Wednesday, these ladies was out there hustling, They was out there tagging flyers while people in the club shaking their booty. They was tagging windshields. They was going to local business owners asking for donations. So some lady was asking for, $100 donation. But the lady that just got the $10 donation, she got like over 1,000 people in 3 days. For real. For real, You know what I mean? And we asked her how. She said, I set up a website, and then I had a landing page as well. Said she had 2 landing pages and a website, and she got with a marketing guy, SEO, and she said the funds just start pouring in. And so then, this was in the jealousy comes in. Like, who does she know? Was this already set up? Who all that, this, that, and third. And I say, man, you know what? This is too much for Brother Jay. Brother Jay got to step back, man, because y'all doing the most. And
all the letters capital, not just the M.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're doing the most. So with that being said, when my name got to be involved, man, it's definitely got to be prestigious. It can't be no BS. Man, I'm not for the one of seeing people thrown under the bus. Each other throwing. Nah. If we're gonna talk about some names, we're gonna put respect on all our names. And so, it just be interesting to see how it'll go, because once that certain female or those certain 2 or 3 females gain that popularity, somebody gonna have what we call the stank attitude.
But it don't have to be like that though.
It don't, but a lot of times what I'm saying, it don't have to be like that. But a lot of times that's the way it ends up. And I'm wondering why. Inquiring minds wants to know, particularly King Jacob mind want to know why.
Well, ladies, once a month they got their mood change. They got hormones going on. Some of them, my mama call it her personal paradise. She be getting overheated at times. She go to her lot. It might be those things. And then, people, it ain't even a female thing. People are humans. And these humans have their own agendas. That's the problem from the start.
Tell the truth.
From the
People
start.
have their. That's the thing right there. That's the honest God truth right there. People have their own agendas, and you don't be part of it.
And you don't even know. You don't see it coming.
You have no idea. You have no idea that you be part of this agenda until you be part of the agenda.
But then if you don't be part of it like how they envisioned it,
you don't even be part of the agenda. You just come in on the scene, and when you come in on the scene, you be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? And by the time you get, all embellished in it, and you be all excited about it and all this extra stuff, and then next thing you know, you be in too deep, like LL Cool J in the movie.
Basically, that what had happened. You be in too deep, and I'm telling you, when you get that toxic juice on you, you could have came there like, wow.
So
do PR. I just came to sing. You just came. You be a man and be our leader.
Mind your own business, doing your own thing with your own
twisting, manipulation, twisting.
See, so CJ, listen, man. And then I told my homegirl. She was like, well, Jacob, I brought you in to help me, and I said, I understand that. I said, but
how you said it?
I understand that, but I said, with what's going on in this zone right here, I'm going to respectfully decline. She said, so I don't think those other females is going to be happy about you declining. She said that they like you, but they don't like each other. But you kind of bring the peace. I was like, well, I have to protect my peace because this is enough to make somebody just get a baseball bat and just go out and bust all the 7-Eleven windows.
Yeah, all the hormones rubbing off on you.
No, man, it's just, and so that's why I respectfully declined. Because I was like, anybody else that would have dealt with that, dealt with them, that would have been like, no, man, I can't. So I just said, cause she my friend, so and she brought me to help her. So to keep our relationship, I said, you know what, I want to sit down and talk with you, and and we're gonna have a good strong drink. A strong drink. Yes. So, and she's like, so this is gonna be very interesting, and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like what I hear. I said, well, with you having that good old double Long Island iced tea, it kind of can help you on out, So when I told her, she was like, okay, Jacob, I'm gonna respect your decision because you said I respectfully decline, no disrespect intended, and you told me, that good luck on my journey, and I said I'm not trying to be funny, but as a couple weeks went on, now we talking about our melanated women. Now we talking about women like you that's very, very talented, very, 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 very cut and dry, straight to the point. Cause I can tell CJ that you're straight to the point, and so and congratulations on this new project that's dropping November 19th. I thank you so much, and you're definitely a breath of fresh air. When it comes to your just how you carry it. So because you're so elegant, you're so classy with it, and you have a beautiful voice of reasoning. So that means a lot in the music business. So a lot of people that breaks into the music business, they don't even understand. You have to look at appearance. You have to look at what's hot, what's fashionable. You got to look at how you're going to be perceived to the audience, yes. And it may not be your audience just on stage. It just may be an audience in you passing when you're walking through a store or something. You still have an audience no matter what.
Right. But you know what? It's this philosophy that life is a university and you're always learning. So maybe you didn't know how to present yourself yesterday. Be mature enough to take a pause and learn something new. And some people don't want to learn nothing new, you know, because maybe you didn't know how to present yourself. But as you grow and you mature, then you learn. And you learn how to, you know, connect with that lady who or even share certain things. You learn how to, it's just like being a chef. You know, you learn what seasoning works on this, that, and how to bring it all together and present it. And you want to present something that's fun and of substance. That's what I want to do now. Some people, they present you something that's fun, and some people eating that up good too now, because it's a lot of that's still selling, but it doesn't last as long. It's just like bubblegum. The flavor lasts for a little while, then you ready to spit it out. And that's what happens with some of the fun stuff. But then if you could do substance and fun, then we can get a little bit further. Then we can be like Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
You can have longevity.
Right, you know? Right. And then so
but people don't want to learn stuff and get outside of themselves. And I've had to do that times.
Right, but I would love to see you on this cast that, you know, Pavani J is talking about, you know, as far as this cast of women, but I would just also love to see it come together.
Something happen.
And for it to stay together, because after I left, you know what she hired me for, and I respectfully declined. I had about four of them chicks come for me. Like they came for me in grocery stores and restaurants, all type of stuff. Like, you know,
like verbally or physically.
Like verbally. I'm sitting down having dinner. Like me and one of my homeboys. It was like me, about two of my homeboys. We was at, man, you know how the boys just get together, go to Applebee's for wings and beer and stuff like that. She spotted me across the room. I said, and my homeboy said, Jacob, boy, you got some trouble coming. He said, let me respectfully step to the bathroom, because you got to handle this one on your own.
What no?
So she was like, you ain't have to quit. She was like, that don't make no sense. You just gonna let women run you off? I said, oh man, did she just come for me?
For your neck.
I said, you know, we're in a public place, and I wish not to discuss this while I'm at an outing. And I would appreciate if you would respectfully walk away like a lady. She said, "Are you trying to say I'm not a lady?" I said, "I'm not trying to say anything. You must have thought it, not I, because you wouldn't ask me that." Mm. And so, you know, I mean, they just, it was like four of them came from me, and I was just wondering why, because I respectfully declined. I didn't talk about nobody. I ain't say nothing about nobody, and I just couldn't deal with it. And so she was like, well, after you left, your homegirl just ain't want to do the shit no more. I was like, oh.
So that stopped, was it money involved? So that basically that stopped people from eating. Is that
Yeah, but you know, if you had to know how to act, and you could have held your emotions together and not had these jealousies and these envious tendencies, you know, then it wouldn't have stopped, you know.
What was the age range?
The age range was from 25 to 40.
That's ridiculous. That's horrible. That's all I can say. That's horrible.
25 to 40?
Yeah.
Because I like the auntie phase.
Let's talk about it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, the key story is people that put on their persona.
Anytime you're 25 years old and you're 40 years old and you know you're still acting crazy, and you're in the entertainment industry and you just don't understand that you can't act like that in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's quite obvious that you ain't never been around no 35, 40-year-old people that's in hip hop. If you think they don't still act crazy and retarded.
Do you go out a lot, Miss J, Miss Bonnie? Do you go out a lot? You always out?
No. No, go out when necessary.
I go out when necessary. Because this levels to crazy. I'm sorry for what you was about to say.
Well, I go out when like, as you mean, like go out to clubs and stuff?
Yeah. Do you have to go for work? Like, do you have to be out there?
Mm-hmm. because I go when I do, I'm only VIP. So I can stay off to the side and watch and pay attention, take pictures and so on and so forth. But go out to twerk and shake it and break it down. Honey, I'm too old. My back ain't even got it in it. And this waist trainer ain't gonna let me go down too low to the ground no more.
Listen, trainer be tight.
Back
But
down.
even VIP, they be trying to, you be like, well, how long y'all paid to get up in there? Why people sitting on the back of the seat there?
Oh yeah, they be doing the most. You know, you know, it's really interesting that I'm a PR. I'm a PR, I think, because of the connection that I like to have on a personal level.
Okay.
And I love people, but I'm an introvert at the same time. So it's like I love the hey and the blah blah blah, but I don't like the crowded area because I can feel energy. So you go into the club and it's like I get overwhelmed with not happy, 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 too happy, over happy, sad, grief. I get beat up with all these different emotions from all these different people, and I don't know where it's coming from. And now I feel all these different type of things, and I have to deal with it for the rest of the night.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. Hey, CJ, let me tell you something.
I don't know what you call that. I think it's called a what do you call those people? Like a receiver. Like I receive people's emotions.
Discernment or intuitive? What would you call?
Yeah, intuitive. I'm an intuitive person. Intuitive. I can feel people's intuitive. I can feel people's emotions.
So she's different from me. She's very different from me. So
you when I'm out and about,
you do.
When I'm out and about, but let me tell you why the reason I love the club. The lights is on me. I'm a superstar. Like the whole atmosphere changed when I walk in. Yeah, you know, like I just
he crazy, girl.
They made crazy. So
yeah, listen, man, listen. When I step into a club, it's like lights, camera, action. Like I love it, man. You know, I love the excitement, the fame, and the like. Yo, what's up, King Jacob? Yo, man, can I send you a bottle? Can I get you coming VIP and me? I'm just saying.
He getting his swag.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So,
like, do you see this man?
So with that being said, CJ,
my phone ringing.
You're the same. You're gonna be the same way, CJ. CJ, you're not gonna, Clarice. You're not gonna be able to keep them off you. You know. So and then after a while, you're gonna be like they're vultures. So it's gonna be people that you used to know in your past that's gonna want to be with you, and you're gonna be like, your security gonna be like, you know this person, and you can be like, I've never seen that person in my life. Can you please remove them?
See, that's your style. I do not talk like that. But I will say I do like to watch people have a good time. Like, and it depends on too, because y'all have traveled more than I have. I could tell just by like how y'all hearing y'all talk and stuff and your experiences. But certain places like VIP is peaceful, and certain places it ain't so peaceful. It's like,
right. It's not.
And then some places y'all, people really come just to have a good time. And I like, now those places I like
right.
You can feel that people on the floor dancing, they don't mind looking silly, or not I don't want to say looking silly, but they dancing, they not posted up. And it's some people who, like some ladies, they probably ain't got the Megan knees, but you could tell they got beneath the knees or something, like, but they still using them. I like stuff like that. I don't like when people want to be, savages, and if that's what you want to do and you so hard.
Right.
I don't like them type of places. Them type of places I'd be scared. But the places where it's kind of like the 90s feel and the old school feel, or the ladies, or even the guys who come to sing, even some of the guys sexy want to take their shirt off and all this other stuff, they bring that vibe. As long as it's under that, we having fun tonight. Like, they letting the ladies touch them in fun or whatever. I like that. I like to see other people have a good time. But when it get to this other energy that be out there, y'all, that's when it's like, grab the coats and the keys. Let's go, y'all. We can't. I don't. I'm pretty sure when you feel it, do you want to sit under that, or do you try to make your way out?
Well, I don't necessarily how to make my way out. Like, I make people come to me and address who I am. Like, address the elephant in the room. So, this been probably like some years ago, maybe like 2012. I was in Atlanta at Club Ritz, and Jock People was in there, and I had like 4 different people send me bottles of champagne up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it was like, who the fuck this nigga over here?
He looking like that to you.
Yeah. He's like he like his people want to know who I was. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, it happens like that. You know what I mean? It's just people just like, like when certain people see you in VIP and certain people want to know who you are, but they don't know who you are. They we can say they use those drinks and those champagne glasses to really build a relationship. That's how it works in a lot of things in business.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, but we almost out of time. So, congrats on this new album.
Really
Please, yeah, that's our. Please announce that new album, the new project, and announce the hit single. And where can we go get it at? And when are you dropping a visual? Because people are going to want to see a visual.
So this one is a single. It's not a whole album. I released one single in January of this year, and this is my second single. This one is called Angel. Tomorrow it's on all digital platforms, including Amazon, Tidal, Apple Music. It'll be on YouTube, Spotify. It'll be on all those outlets, all streaming platforms. It will be on there. I'm not doing a actual CD of it. Not right now, but maybe down the line, because we're kind of in a weird space. Now the new thing is QR cards. Are y'all into that?
Yeah. I am. I'm familiar, but I'm going to inbox you. I'm going to inbox you something that you need to do. As far as if you're just putting out singles, yeah, I got you. No worries. I got you. But it's on all digital platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, Tidal Music, all of the above.
Yes, all of the above. It will be there tomorrow. Well, probably should be there tonight, even the 19th. It's called Angel. I sung it for the first time on the 14th, so people was like, we're ready for it. So if you were there at 7 Sunday, the song Angel, that's my very own song that I wrote and J. Rich Williams produced, and it will be out as we speak. And it's today. It's November 19th. We walked into this thing together. We at November 19th together. Since we've been on here, it's November 19th.
And so I do have another Sunday date for you. And I'll discuss that more with you. And we're gonna definitely chop it up with you again, because it's been a pleasure chopping it with you. Because what this lets me know that you're not just a singer or a songwriter. You're really something more when it comes to engaging in conversation. So if you can keep up with me in conversations, you're definitely special. Promise you that.
Okay.
I want you to come to Winding Down Late Night Conversation on the Sunday night show.
Okay.
That's mine.
Oh. Unmute. Somebody done hit the mute button. Unmute.
Nah.
No,
Pavani,
you got to unmute. Now give it to us.
I said on Sunday night.
Gotcha.
Not this Sunday.
Okay.
Not this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be a Sunday coming up really, really soon that we're going to have King Jacob hook you up, Winding Down Late Night Conversation.
I like that.
We're going to have you come and bless our show.
We happy soon.
And we're going to kick it. We're going to have a good time. We're going to kick it. We're going to get some wine and wind down. You're going to wind down. You're going to wind down for real.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wind down. We're gonna let you meet LA Keys and wind down and do some real grown lady stuff.
All right. I wear my good bra that night.
You know what?
Lady stuff, after a while you got to pick them bras right. You can't just
Yes, girl.
You
I
know,
just
so-
was looking
so-
at my phone and my
so-
girlfriend. I'm about to put on her on blast. She asked me had I mailed it out yet.
So this right here definitely let me know that you definitely belong with us. So,
Yes, I
you
did.
know, so-
I get along
so
with her.
you-
I get along
you
with
is what they
everybody.
call cray cray.
What?
She's so
I'm a
cray-cray.
lady. That's what I am.
I
That
love
don't mean that
it.
you-
I love it.
That
I
don't mean
love
that
it.
you ain't a
She's
lady.
destiny.
There's a lot of ladies that's ladies, but they still cray
Ladies got
cray.
a lot of different elements. It take a little crazy, a little sass, a little elegant.
And she is right up my alley. She is on the friendship train, girl. You fit in. You fit
I
in.
love the late. Like I was shouting out them ladies from the show. I was just like, if we could do something, girls, ladies of the South or something, but I don't know if that win. Maybe I'm just gonna say
We can say the South meets the North. We could do it like that and put it together and just go crazy.
yeah.
And just go crazy and just have a good time. I love it. I love it. And just she is all the way live. I wish that we could take her and put her on the stand and put her on the stage at Riddles. I wish we could. Put her on. That is the funny place. That is for comedians up and coming. Up and coming
Okay.
comedians. That is the hilarious. She is funny.
No, listen. People laugh at me now. I don't know how to make them laugh with me, but I can make you laugh at me, and I'm okay with it. Now,
No, girl, we laughing with you. We not laughing at you.
It's all right. I'm good.
We laughing with you.
Can I sing a little bit of Angel?
We need you to sing a little bit of
Right.
something before you get up out of here.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, so here we go. It says, should I call you a beautiful surprise? Or are you more like a blessing in disguise? Well, you show me love and you make my dreams become reality. So here you are, my angel. You're such a beautiful angel. Well, you rescued me, my angel, and I love you, my angel. Oh, yeah. That's
All right then. All right. So
That
You
is
did put-
definitely hot. That's
you
my
did
type
put me
of
in the
style.
mind
I love
of-
it.
a singer that you probably never get from people, but you put me in mind of a Corrine Bailey, if you know who she is.
Oh, wow. I love
Yeah.
her. I
Yeah,
haven't heard her.
yeah, definitely. Corrine Bailey and a little bit of Corrine Bailey and a little bit of, I don't know, Michelle Crissette.
Oh, wow. I love
When yeah, a little bit of it, when she's doing her thing, yeah, a little bit of that. But it's hot though. It's hot. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. I can see her doing something.
Well, you know,
Investment. I would invest.
appreciate you.
I
Appreciate you. So I'll definitely be getting with you soon, and I'll be making sure you stay connected with Pavani J as well, and we'll definitely be touching base soon. And thank you once again for coming, Big Mouth Media Podcast. And
now wait, you got to now on the health tip. You got to get you some ginger and steam it. Get you some lemon and steam it. And then smell it, but then take the broth or whatever word you want to use, put in a cup, put you some honey. You know what rock and rye is?
yeah, I know what that is.
Put you a little bit of rock and rye in it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sweat for the rest of the night. You need to be
Mhm.
ready to lay down, get you some rest. You can't take that and be up.
Mm.
Get you some of that, and it might be cleansing. But that's what's in the world. People ain't regular like they supposed to, if you catch my drift.
Right. I got you.
You got to be regular.
I got you, sweetheart. I got you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the help too.
Lemon, honey, rock and rye.
Where do you get that rock and rye from?
My mama like 70 something in her mid. That's that old people. That's that old lady in her brown pocketbook. Drink.
You should be able to get it from any liquor store.
Yeah. Oh, you asked me. I thought you meant like where I get that from. It's well from any liquor store. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all mess. Y'all for real.
Any liquor store by Rock and Rattle, but it's gonna burn.
Right.
You don't think so, King J? Like you.
Yeah.
It's gonna burn, but it's gonna be a good burn. But like
it's off of Amazon and stuff like that.
Amazon, no, you got to go to like at the gas station when they got the store with the wire.
What is wrong with me? I must have been in a box or something because I ain't know nothing about that.
You know what? We're gonna get ready to get up. We're gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. We're gonna get here.
Well, we're gonna get ready by itself, but I'm gonna tell you now, you be ready to lay down.
That's right. Why she say that? So much you gonna lay down and you can't get up and do nothing with that.
Hey, baby girl, you gotta excuse her because she ain't from the South. She don't know nothing about the South rhythm. She ain't from the South. So she ain't like. It's something different when you got a Southern.
They think I'm from a different. I've heard they say, "Where, girl? What planet are you from?"
Yeah, like even like when you got a Southern grandmother, a Southern mother, that's a whole different blend. Believe that, man.
I had to eat Big Sad. My grandma said, "Eat this."
I'm trying to tell you.
My grandma made me do that. That worked.
Yeah.
Now, don't but King J, because I don't know what they put in this new Big Sad.
No, because that new Big Sad don't do like that kind that my grandma used to make me eat. That kind used to knock the cold out your chest.
Yeah,
you walk around here feel like smoke coming out your skin.
Okay, feel like
man. So. You know, but
back to the herbal, back to the
take some of that. As you take that saran wrap around your chest, you be steaming.
Listen, people have been talking about waist trainers. Get you a saran wrap. If you can't get a Keisha K on waist trainer, get you some saran wrap. Wrap that mug a couple times around you
with some Vaseline, baby. Woo.
We gonna talk about budget things. You still got to be cute on the budget.
You know what, but
if you can't afford you can't afford flat tummy tea, go to the grocery store. You just all that flat tummy tea is making you go to the bathroom anyway. Get you some stuff to make you go to the bathroom. Eat you some vegetables. How about this?
Yeah.
Stop eating all this.
Get some Brussels sprouts. Yeah. Make them Brussels sprouts. Put them in there, boil them. Put some salt.
That's what it is. Y'all crazy, but
the apple push waste out your body.
Yeah, and put them in a blender and blend it up with some of that aloe vera drink water stuff they got in that thing and drink it on down. Put it in a straw.
Right. So, but for the next time we got you on, we're gonna talk about some of everything. We're gonna talk about music life, and a lot of other stuff.
I'm glad she's happy now.
I was like, I've been up since 8:30. I done stayed up. You better come on here. Get you.
She was holding her braids like this.
So CJ, man, I want to thank you once again for coming, and I'm gonna holler at you, baby girl.
Okay, because I'm getting along with it. All right.
Yes,
y'all
you guys.
Be good.
We're gonna see you guys.
Be blessed.
CJ, thank you for accepting my friend request. Look, message me inside of there, inbox me, stay in tune. We will connect. We're gonna connect. King Jacob, did you set up an appointment?
I will do.
Set up an appointment.
You gonna take your herbals? That's what
I will. I will do.
We're gonna wait for him to get better. We'll do that thing next week.
Yeah, and get ready. Good night, y'all.
All right, ladies. Peace, love, and soul.